Once I was giving a class, somebody said, accept bol rahe aap. Do we accept the terrorists also? I said, I don't understand the principle that I'm saying. See, accept means, what Srila Prabhupada taught us. Srila Prabhupada was a very fearless preacher. You see this photograph of Srila Prabhupada, he's laughing with his devotees. He's encouraging them. He would always say, if you hate somebody because he hates you, then you are also sharing the same disease. Now you may say, does that mean we don't fight with the terrorists? No. We confront them, but we don't kill them because we hate them. We accept the principle of life and we do our duties. See, just like, it's like Ram's army and Ravan's army. There is a big difference. Ram's army, during Hanuman bought, the medical herbs, right? You know the pastime? When he bought Sanjeevani, and the fragrance of that woke up Ram and Lakshman, and the fragrance went everywhere, and all of Ram's soldiers also came back to life. But, you would say, acha, fragrance se sab soldier aa gaye, but Ravana's soldiers did not wake up. Why? Because Ravana's soldiers are not there on the battlefield. Whoever died, Ravana would dump their soldiers into the sea. Because he didn't want the enemies to see the soldiers. Because he thought if they see the soldiers, my soldiers, they'll get more confidence. So his philosophy was use and throw. Ram's army's philosophy was to respect, to accept. In fact, even when Ravan died, Ram cremated him with full honors. But he fought him also. See, same thing Indian army did during the Kargil war. Pakistan wanted to say that we have won the war. So they did not release the number of soldiers dead. Indian army released. They were waiting for Indian army to release. As soon as Indian army released, so they had this sick idea, crazy idea, that if we show less number of soldiers killed, that means we have won the war. So they waited. When India released their numbers, they released their numbers as 200 soldiers less. But in Pakistan, the people are shouting, where are our men? They have gone to fight. They have not yet come back. Kam se kam dead body to do. And Indian army is saying, ye sab laash aapka leke jao. Because Pakistan lost at least 1,000 soldiers more than India. And Pakistan army is saying, ye hamara soldier nahi. Typical like Ravana's army. So then what Indian army did? Indian army flew the Muslim priests, Maulvis, from Delhi in helicopter to Kargil to perform the final rites with full honors for Pakistani soldiers. And these soldiers were rejected by their own countrymen. Abhi ye to fir bhi theek hai. Then Indian army sent a letter to Pakistan government that these following soldiers from your army fought very bravely. They deserve your, जैसे हमारा परमवीर चक्र है, आपका भी एक equivalent award है. They deserve the highest military award for the bravery that they showed in the war. And because of the pressure from Indian government, Indian army, they had to give that award to their soldiers. What is the logic? अरे बेचारा soldier, इसका क्या problem है? ये तो he's not our enemy. He is fighting as a duty. अच्छा फाइटिंग किया, उसका अवार्ड दो. मारेंगे पर उसको हम. See, this is grounded on this principle which Lord Ram taught. Principle of acceptance, dignity of life. There is some dignity, Our enemies are not the simple people in Pakistan, the neighboring country. They are also having same problems like us. खाना पीने का प्रॉब्लम है, बेटी का शादी का प्रॉब्लम है, पैसे का सेविंग्स. ISI, army, they are our enemies, politicians. But the point I'm trying to say is dignity of, that's why the Honorable Prime Minister, when he was giving speech after the Uri attack, he was talking about poverty, Krishna, Govinda. So the point is, we need to respect life. We need to accept the principle of respect. This is important. And Srila Prabhupada was a fighter. Srila Prabhupada would fight against atheistic people, but he would love them also. There is one lecture he's saying, he's debating with the disciples, and he's saying, you rascal, and he's shouting at them. And then he's saying, but Swamiji, why do you call me rascal? And Prabhupada immediately says, because I love you. Because I love you, I want to help you. That's why I'm chastising you. And Srila Prabhupada had amazing clarity. He knew this is International Society for Krishna consciousness. So many people said in America you should have International Society for God consciousness. People don't know about Krishna, It's better to have secular word God. Prabhupada said they don't know. I'll tell them who is God. He had clarity. Complete clarity. And Srila Prabhupada could connect to the hippies, whom the American society had rejected. Srila Prabhupada could connect, and the hippies' philosophy was don't trust anyone above 30 years of age. And here was Srila Prabhupada was 70 years of age, and they had a big kirtan in an Avalon ballroom, discotheque. There they had a big kirtan program. Srila Prabhupada's kirtan program was arranged. 5,000 hippies were there dancing to rock music. Srila Prabhupada goes there to perform Hare Krishna Kirtan, and the organizers of that, Roger Hilliard and Von Meter, they were typical Americans who used strobe lights and all those hallucinating effects. And they met Prabhupada few days before to know how to organize the hall, and they were amazed. They explained in Prabhupada Lilamrut that we thought this is some old Swami from India, but he knew everything. We could connect to him. He was talking to us so normally. Srila Prabhupada could connect to hippies. He could connect to a lord in England who was 85, 90-year-old man, not at all a devotee, but Prabhupada just charmed his heart. Recently I was hearing that conversation. Srila Prabhupada had tremendous clarity of thought. He could connect to people, and he lived a life to contribute to others' welfare. Srila Prabhupada always said, I have come to America not to take, but to give. Srila Prabhupada would always appreciate devotees. Always. In fact, one boy was coming for Srila Prabhupada's program, he used to always dance in a very narcissistic way, egocentric way, and he would sit right in the front during the class of Srila Prabhupada, and he would sleep in the class. And sometimes he would snore in the class, right in the front. And that sound would be picked up by the microphone. And after the class, Srila Prabhupada would say any questions, and he would raise his hand. And when Prabhupada would answer, and then he would say, no, he would shout. A very crazy fellow. And devotees were disgusted with him, but Prabhupada always appreciated. Prabhupada accepted him, gave him shelter. And eventually what happened? When the kirtan started, he used to dance wildly, and devotees told Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, he's little bad. Prabhupada said, no, he dances like Lord Chaitanya. Very nice. There was one disciple who had some bad past, some mistakes he had done before becoming devotee. So the police caught up with him, and then he had to go to some jail for some time. So Srila Prabhupada, I'm going to jail because, I had some bad dealing. Prabhupada said, what dealing? Prabhupada, I used to deal with drugs earlier. Oh, no problem, go to jail, no problem. So drugs, even I was in pharmaceutical business. That was also drugs only, so no problem. He made him feel so comfortable. And then Prabhupada said, what is the punishment? No, they'll put me in jail for 7-8 months. So that's okay. Krishna was also born in jail only. So Prabhupada made him feel so comfortable. Gave him that confidence. And that's how he could transform the hearts of millions of people. Because his life was centered on these three sacred principles of clarity, connection and contribution.